I'm muted. Okay, let me turn it off. Hey, good morning, everybody. Now I've got my audio. Yay! I got it fixed. All right. Hey, forgive me. It's early. It's very early. All right, I got it fixed. Let me get the boom arm fixed. It's really tough with this arm. Okay, I have problems because of the table that I have. I don't know if I told everybody, but you can hear me now. Good morning, loud and clear. And I'll turn it and put it up a little. I have to make sure it doesn't fall down. That's all. That's my problem. Yeah, so I don't know why it was not showing. Probably, I really don't know why the sound, but hi, Scott. Yeah, this is a surprise. It's great to see everybody. So, all right. Let me tell you one of the reasons why I'm doing this show. And it's because I watch a show in the morning called Above It All with Andrea. And she took the day off. And she's always on at 10 o'clock Eastern, right? So I decided, you know what? She's not on this morning. And yeah, hi, T-Bone, and my dysfunctional table. Yeah, it is. I really need a new table. And I know Bila's with us in the audience. He was up here. Yeah, I'll put him up. He was up here helping me set up this whole studio. But the table is just a folding table. Just a cheap-ass folding table with a piece of glass on the top that was from another desk. So fine, great. Then I get the boom arm, and you put the boom arm on, and there's metal underneath there. So I had to put foam in there, and it really is a pain in the ass. Now I'm supposed to be a fist away from this, but I always no. Oh yeah, you're not gonna see Kim because there's no way she's getting up this early. No. All right, guys, so it's great to see you, and what I thought I would talk about this morning, and I don't know how many people were with me, but I thought we would talk about, are we in, I called it, are we in mourning, or are we in mourning? Mourning, because there's so much going on that makes us sad at this time of year, and we know that, we know that people get sad. I mean, if you don't have a lot of family, that's a really hard thing. And let me just do this. Well, it hasn't fallen yet. I think that's better, actually. Let me see. You guys, me fixing my shit. Also, I have to see if I'm too bright. While I've got you here, it'd be a test again because I don't know. It's hard to tell. All right. Anyway, yeah, Scott, she's sleeping. So I thought, all right, well, good morning. Wow, Scott Andrews, Johnny Too Late. It's great to see you. And Honey Bunny and T-Bone and Rollins Switch and Scott and Bila and Obsolete Optics. Paul Mobley, hi, Midas Ken. It's really great to see all of you guys. SG, oh, wow, it's wonderful. Okay, Lightning Rod up there. Minus 20 Celsius this morning. Holy shit, that's cold. Yeah. Wow. Who else? Hi, Chris. Spavins is here. Canada's here. Yes, the storm of the lifetime. Well, we could talk about that too. We could talk about the storm, and we can even pull up weather. Abner, hi, Abner. Listen, a lot of Andrea's people are with me today because I said I would do a live. I didn't even get dressed. I'm in my feety pajamas. I didn't even get dressed. I didn't even set this up last night. Feel that global warming yet? Nope. If you're a denier, you're in the wrong place. And I know, Paul, I've been checking your stuff out. I don't think you are. You have to understand why we're getting this weather. Why the Arctic jet stream is broken, and there's a lot of people that a lot of scientists that talk about this. So anyway, I'm going to take all that off and just have my name up. All right. So, hi, Jean. Wow. Jean, what time is it where you are? She's in Costa Rica. Oh, I like this morning stuff. This is nice. I used to do a show the coffee clatch. And I was doing mornings actually. And, like everything on my channel, I can never stay, I try. We try. It's my fault usually not being consistent. So, that's one of the things that happens. And hey, look, I'm on Twitch. That was another thing. How does Twitch look? And is it on? Because I thought I put it on. Well, maybe I'm not on Twitch this morning. Well, I thought I set it up, right? Nobody watches on Twitch. I don't even think I have like 9 followers. I never did anything with it. Well, it doesn't look like we're on. Isn't that funny? I thought I set it up. I had a problem with getting kicked off of YouTube, right? And I found out that it was not me. It wasn't me. It was my streaming software, Ecamm Live. I guess I did not get the message. So I updated it. It was fine. It was not Restream. It was the thing. All right, wait, focus. That's it, focus. No, it's because I suffer from chronic pain. And I'm sure a lot of you guys understand chronic pain is a terrible thing when my whole spine is messed up. And I don't want to make the show about me. I want to make it about us. There's young people here. And hi, Cindy. And there's older people here. And there's, we run the gamut this morning. We run the gamut from healthy out there, working out, doing all these things to people that, really cannot, they're not mobile. I'm mobile, I'm mobile. And, but I'm not a person that's supposed to lift, and I have a very messed up spine. So I also have these autoimmunes that popped up, and we all know, or maybe a lot of us know, that autoimmunes are they seem like the 21st century affliction. And do we know for sure what environmental toxins are causing all of those kinds of things? They cause me misery in my life. And I know a lot of people share this kind of stuff with me. Misery, Paul, let's see. I hope you feel better. Joint aches, pains, ionizing radiation causes inflammation. Absolutely that. And probably the plastics that, toxins from breaking down plastic that everybody's made of, microplastic now. Who really knows? I haven't studied it enough, even though I'm afflicted with, it's almost like rheumatoid arthritis, And another thing about this time of year, I have all these pictures that keep popping up. Let's see. Wait, before we go. Yes, all over autoimmune disorders. Doctors can't figure out. It takes. You sound like me. Hi, Lisa. See, it's great. We've got the morning thing going. I really do like it, even though I didn't set it up last night and it's hard and I'm in my pajamas. And I kind of like it. We can go as we we can talk as we go. So, well, Chris, you know what, Chris? Poopy. I used to do push-ups every morning. I would do 5 sets of 10 every morning. I mean, I was in great shape. I didn't pull up a picture, but all of these things keep coming up for me. And the memories, and I don't know, do you guys have that same thing? And I'm going to adjust while I'm talking to you and while we're doing this show, I'm going to adjust my tint a little bit. Am I green or pink? I think I want to be a little pinker. And then I can do this with yeah, there we go. There's so many settings. And guess what? The setting that I really need with sound, I don't have the equipment. That's what I need. I need the equipment, but yeah, let's see here. The shit we have, Sandy, the weather is going to hurt bad when it drops 40 degrees. Well, it's already dropped. I mean, here it's and we're talking Fahrenheit. So it's 29 this morning here. So what is that? 29 is -3 Fahrenheit, I think. All right. Anyway, it's good. So we are.
Meals on Wheels automated.
Oh, my God, why are people calling me? What's today? It's not even the day. All right. So anyway, yeah, stenosis sets up in the spine. That's exactly. Yeah, it's that. It's everything as you get older. I mean, I'm an old broad. I'm an old broad. And that is, I'm trying to stay young, but I can't work out, like I used to. Oh my God. And probably a lot of us get very frustrated at that. As everybody knows, I heat with wood, and I take one piece at a time into my flexible flyer, roll it into the stove, try to carry it, try to stay in shape. But the weight came on during COVID, and man, it's really hard to lose. And I've changed a lot of things. And yes, food as medicine, but food can be very bad too if you don't eat the right things. And do you guys remember the show I did with the unapologetic vegan? Since then, I'm even more taking care of myself. It's 1.7C. Okay, so I was off by in my brain I was off. Okay, here we go. Stay young by thinking young. That's why I'm an immature senior. Yeah, like this again. This chat goes for all ages now with some of Andrea's people. Johnny, it's awesome to have you here. I don't know where everybody else is, but I said I would do it. So here we are. I'm blabbing for 15 minutes already, but oh yeah, it was. The unabolic, yes, it made you think, and it made me think and change more than I was changing, but it took me really a long time. And Cindy, you're a lot like me. She heats with wood too. Yep, anything physical helps. The one thing I do have to do is hire. I have a kid and his girlfriend. They come and they bring the wood that's down underneath the deck, and they bring it up and load it for me. Because if I didn't load it, I can't do it, then I wouldn't freeze. I have a shitty propane. Propane's very expensive, and I don't want to use it because it's not as good as the wood stove. And I have a low-pi Rockport, very high efficiency stove that has catalytic converter. So, But I don't think, Gary says wood heat is the best, but not if everybody, 8 billion people were using wood. We wouldn't have any fucking trees left. That's the problem. We have huge problems. And it's tough. Hey, happy birthday, Jean. Do I have a happy birthday? Jeez, I don't even think I have a happy birthday. I don't even know if I have a happy thing on my thing set up. See the little buttons? Wait. I don't know if you could see the little buttons. Yeah. I don't know what I have set up. We can give you the kitty cat. I don't even know if you could even hear it. All right. Well, happy birthday, Jean. You're young. And, hey. So, again, we have the gamut in issues. I do have an article about handling the holidays because, again, I get miserable. It's like something I can't handle or help. I don't know. I get sad. I don't know why. And I do my best to do my shows. Shit, I haven't washed my dishes in 3 days. I mean, I have a lot to do out there, even though I try very hard, because when you have cats and you rescue cats, which I've stopped now, you have to stay on top of it. How many of you have pets? They, they shed. You have to stay on top of it. Really stay on top of it. Happy winter solstice. Absolutely. Definitely. Oh, we all want to have happy birthday to Jean. Happy birthday to you. All right. Yes, seasonal affect disorder. It's common due to not enough light. Oh, look at everybody saying happy birthday to Eugene. This is so awesome. I love it. See, I titled it In Mourning or In Mourning because Christmas time is it's a time we a lot of us do get fucking miserable. And like I was saying before, on my phone, all these old pictures keep popping up, and I've been putting them on Facebook to be cathartic, especially the one of my girlfriend Lisa, who died of multiple myeloma and was she was my maid of honor. She's dead. Our best man was dead. The guy that married us was dead, and my divorce is almost final. Isn't that some shit, right? I could talk about that. Oh, a little bit. Cat, dog, 3 hens, and a rooster. Yeah. Cindy lives in, where do you live? North Carolina. And she's got a homestead too. She's awesome. I love you, Cindy. I would love to visit Cindy. It's hard for me to go anywhere with 6 cats. Let's see. Tom, all my pets I have placed in foster homes with my friends, and none of them want to come home. None of them want to come home. Oh, that's a drag. Well, let me tell you, the cats really help with sadness. They Oh, T-Bone, mourning. Yeah, I'm mourning the loss of my friend Lisa because my younger self rode with a motorcycle club of girls, and we were called the Pig Girls, Pride, Integrity, and Guts. And we used to get together for Christmas, and there was 6 of us, 6 or 7, and we'd get a limo. And so, we'd party every year. We'd go to the bars. We had a lot of fun. And then in the summer, we would all ride together. So we had a lot of fun. And Lisa passed away. And I get the pictures every year they pop up. This year, it just seemed more painful for some reason because Lisa's story is a sad one. It really is. Lisa was 60 years old when she passed away, I think, even earlier, even younger. And she was my great friend. And our husbands were, at the time, my other husband, I've had a life, was in a motorcycle club. And it wasn't a big bad one. Like, it wasn't horrible, And that's how we met, me and Lisa. And then she brought me into the girls, right? And so 6 of us would ride together and we would go to all the parties. And let me tell you, when we showed up, it was fun. We called ourselves the Pigs. It was Pride, Integrity, and Guts. Yeah, it was hot, actually. It really was. I don't know if I have any pictures to put up or to throw up right now, but I didn't think about that because, again, I didn't want to make the show all about me. I really didn't. I just don't know. Maybe I can upload something. I don't know. I didn't want to make it about me. So anyway, Lisa, we would ride together all the Christmas, all the friggin' here. Maybe I will. All right, I'll try to upload this one. If you're with me on Facebook, on my Facebook page, you'll see that stuff. So, you can see it. All right, let me see if I can bring the picture right in. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can just put it right in. There it is. All right. So there's me with dark hair because I always go through a lot of hair things. And there's Lisa on the left. Dear departed Lisa. Breeze. God. Chicky. This one. And Sandra and Debbie. Well, the one in the middle, she's alive. All right, so that was us at Christmas, 1 year at Christmas. And man, God, we had a lot of fun. Well, Jean says she loves that I did that. Yeah, because our husbands, we just, here, I'm going to put 2 more up since, what the hell, right? All right, I'll put them up. And then we're going to talk about something else too. Let me put them up because I'm going away, and I'm going to Florida to visit my mother for 2 weeks. And my bestest male friend on the planet is coming to to take care of my house for 2 weeks. Oops, keep both, stop. Okay, yeah. All right, let me show you a picture of me with blonde hair at a party. Then, if you love what I did, there's me and Lisa. I mean, these are our memories. It's just unreal. So this was the time of my life I was like working out a lot, and we were going to parties, and I was what Sam Mitchell from Collapse Chronicles calls maybe a clueless fucking moron. I worked in business suits. I worked in research. I was a research administrator in human resources. And, our researchers studied environmental issues. We had one guy that went to Cambodia to put in sewage treatment systems. He was working with the Cambodian government to put sewage treatment systems in for people because of the leach field problems. They had a lot of problems. No, it's not in real time. No snow, see? Okay, so that was me and Lisa. So anyway, that's life. And that's what happens. You see these old pictures and like, this was our trip to Tennessee. I mean, everything has a story. All right. Everything has a story. There's our motorcycles. We didn't ride down because we wanted to get there, but we trailered it with Lisa's truck and we went down there. I just sold my bike. So it's kind of bittersweet, It's kind of bittersweet. Hey, Hoople's cat. Woohoo! Yeah, we're going to talk about weather. I'm all over the place this morning. But anyway, R.I.P. Lisa. I love you. I tell her all the time. I love her. And, yeah. Well, T-Bone says, nice bikes. Well, I sold my Fat Boy this year. It's a big thing. It's the first time I have not had a Harley-Davidson motorcycle of my own since I was 26 years old. Because I was a trailblazer, pioneer, Harley riding woman, before women really got bikes. A lot of women. And so I have a story, but I don't want to tell it here. I do want to talk about something, actually. The guy that's staying at my house, my best friend he has his channel is Collapse Chronicles. I'm going to put this up and show you. He just went out to California, and he was interviewed as a doomer on the Soft White Underbelly channel. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that channel, but this guy, Mark Leda, is a photographer, and he started interviewing and photographing people from Skid Row in LA, and then he's been all over the place. And yeah. And so Sam was on it. Let me see if I can get you up. There he is. There's Sam talking about climate change and his views. So he was on that show, and he says, he tells me, you should write to Mark. I told Mark about you. You should write to Mark. You should go to California and be interviewed. And I'm like, okay, well, I've reinvented myself about 5 times in life, maybe more. But right now I'm in the doomosphere, as he calls it. But I'm not, because totally, I'd say he likes the word, Jeremy, my guest that was on, Jeremy, our friend Jeremy, also from around here, uses the word doomer adjacent. And doomer adjacent. So you can know what's happening with our ecological crisis. You know what's happening with climate crisis. I mean, we have a lot of problems in the world today that could lead to not even being there. Yeah. All right, Paul, you'll flip out at it, Paul. I'm just getting to know Paul. I want him on Paul's going to be my guest as we're going to talk about the nuclear power industry, because I had Carl on who was talking about fusion and is for nuclear power, and Paul's going to come on and be my guest as soon as I get everything. See, I'm a procrastinator. Yeah, Lisa, doomer adjacent. So Sam thinks I should go out to California and be on the show, because I have an interesting background, but it's a background in my 20s that, you don't necessarily want to share some of the things that you did. But yet Sam thinks if I share them, okay, I have the driest lips on the planet. Sam thinks if I share them, I could probably help other, like younger girls that live in a crazy time and are doing things that they not necessarily good for them. And I can help them say, hey, you can really have a life and not necessarily do this, that, or the other. I don't know. It's a big, it's a big decision because I don't know what I talk about, what I'm doing now. Do I talk about my career? Do I talk about riding, my girls? But I mean, there's so many things and you can only talk about so much. Yeah, I can't wait to, Paul. Oops, wait. I can't wait to. There's only so much you can talk about in 1 hour or a short interview. No. I reinvent myself daily. Only a few leftover parts, but no leaks so far. That's really good. Oh my God. Okay, so I have to think about that. He's going to be here for 2 weeks. His channel's Collapse Chronicles, and he's got a lot of interviews Sam did, my Sam, and you should, if you want to really learn a lot about what the climate crisis is about from scientists and people in the field and writers, Sam has a plethora of videos of interviews. He says he did 100, and his interview, though, a lot of the commenters hated him or didn't like him because he talked about population and he talked about that we have to lower the population, right? Okay. But he's not talking about lowering the population by eugenics or by, racist methods or anything. He's just talking about people empowering themselves to not have more kids all over the world. Make it a movement. Lower the population. Don't have kids, okay? And the commenters, I'm not going to pull it up, but the commenters hated it. And so many of them said, well, why don't you start by offing yourself first? And the people were they didn't listen, they didn't listen to the message. And it was really sad because so many people have preconceived ideas. And maybe even we all do, right? Preconceived ideas. We listen to a lot of shit on social media. I mean, I'm talking a lot of shit, but I'm just talking about life. People didn't listen. They didn't understand him. And there were a lot of people that were angry at him. And then there were a lot of people, he did get a lot of new subs from that. And that's not what my purpose would be. We're not monetized. All I have is this. I'm disabled and I'm not, this is a hobby for me. This is what I have. Wherever it is. I don't even know how to open it up now. This to buy me a coffee. Okay, there you go. Whoopie-doo. Whoopie-doo. So, in other words, what did who object to? Oh, they objected to him being a doomer and talking about lowering the population. There were a lot of people that swooped into that conversation that were talking about, Bill Gates, and this is a lefty. Look, he's a Democrat. It was just insane. There were more than, I think there's like 3,000 comments. I don't know how many views it got, 100,000. What do we get? We're a tiny little channel, obscure. He only has like 6,500 subs. He's not monetized either because he took the walk into monetization. And it was yicky, and I don't want to be monetized because I've always felt that I don't want to profit off of doom, off of the stuff we look at in the news, the stuff Jennifer and I bring you, the things we look at. I just like to buy me a coffee because you guys help me pay my internet bill. It's unfortunate, but I am an American broke joke. And it was my own fault, though. That's another thing about me. I take complete responsibility for every mistake I've ever made in my life, and I've made a ton of them. I don't blame anybody, And people that blame, it's sad. That was my ex, this one. He just blamed everybody for everything. All right, yeah, Sam a globalist. But, and then they were calling him like he's just a lefty because Sam, I guess people felt insulted because he explained in his view about the world as full of a bunch of clueless fucking morons. Labels. And labels are really hard. I've done shows on labels. I've had arguments with people on labels. We had a troll called Sat2. He was reasonable, but he trolls Sam. And it's really awful because I blocked him on everything. But, the labels, well, they're difficult, I mean, what was I? If you take me, a female biker bitch, but a college student, executive. I was a director level person. I have, I went to college. What label? It's so hard to do that. Yeah, they want to shoot the messenger. Gene, they didn't understand. There's so much out there in the, okay, we'll use the word conspiracy land, that that you just, okay, here we go. You're a socialist Russian troll. Well, I have Russian. I have real Russian blood, but emigrated in my grandfather, my grandmother on my father's side emigrated in, boy, the 1920s, before when it was like the Tsar in Russia time, things were changing. And then my mother told me my father, I said you to this before, I'm going to interview my mother when I go to Florida. This is real free association here today. Interview her because she told me my father was a communist Stalinist. And that was just like recently she dropped this bomb. And she's like, I don't know why I stayed with him or put up with this shit. I'm like, oh my God. So I will be interviewing my 88-year-old mother, who is absolutely beautiful, in Florida. All right. So let's go back to Sam. He will be here at my house and taking care of my cats, feeding the stove. He's going to be very happy here because actually it's pretty comfortable here. I made it that way. And that's why I sold my motorcycle, because I can't ride it. I mean, I'm friggin' should I be? I am really messed up. It's really fucking sad, but it's not, it's sad, but it's not sad. Okay. A homeless man I saw a video of recently on Instagram said perfectly, when you have socialism without capitalism, you get communism. When you have capitalism without socialism, you get fascism. Holy shit. Oh, wait. I've definitely got to turn off. Wait, I'm turning off the music. Okay, we're going to read that again after I do that. Okay. When you have socialism without capitalism, you get communism. When you have capitalism without socialism, you get fascism. Whew. So what do we have? What should we have? Because it certainly ain't fucking working now. Yeah. Me too. Yeah, I'm going to film them. And both my brothers are coming. So the thing is, my mother, who's 88, is going to be with her 3 children all together for the first time since my stepfather died. And this is going to be a huge thing for my family. Okay, I am Anastasia, whoever that is. Let's see. Here in my country, we have 3 communist parties because they can't agree. Humans just can't agree. And Sam talked about humanity in his way. I guess he really does like the voluntary human extinction movement. I understand it. I suppose I had one kid, she's not having any, but it's not my personal thing. I talk about it all the time. But what do we do? He wasn't, people were very angry at him in the chat because he wasn't talking about solutions. And I've had lots of people on as guests that have ideas and solutions, they say. But solutions to what? Humanity's condition? Humanity's condition is growth, unlimited, and it's just not stopping. I say go to see that. You're an anarchist. You know, I don't know what I am. I volunteer locally for people. I do things. I put political signs up this year just for my friend because she asked me. I did. I said, okay, fine. These fuckers knocked my mailbox down. So I'm waiting for my Amish neighbor to come help me rebuild it. There it is. Overshoot. Absolutely. I made a video. I have a video on this channel of an interview with William Catton. It's an interview that Frank Rotering did, and I edited it and made it beautiful, and it's really beautiful with him. It was a beautiful video, and I'd say all of you should read book Overshoot by William Catton. Michael Dowd talks about it, by the way. Jennifer and I are going to be interviewed by Michael Dowd in January. We're not doing it alone. We're doing it together because we are partners. You know, Jennifer's my partner. We do our Friday show or Tuesday or whatever day of the week we decide that we can handle it. So we'll be doing that with Michael Dowd, which is cool, but that's completely different than going on Soft White Underbelly and talking about things that, well, if my daughter ever heard, I don't know. You know, I don't know. It's a scary thought. It's a scary thought. Yeah, it is. It's terrifying. Okay, I finally remembered what one of them was. You know, it's only taken me 5 years to set up this whole freaking thing. But I need a new desk. So there's my thing. There's my appeal. Although the kid said she would help me. Yeah, we're going to do that. Michael Dowd has a wonderful channel of interviews also. I like doing interviews, but the work before it, sitting in here for more than 2 hours hurts. It's such a fucking drag. But I am here. And let's see, Warren. Yes, Warren is coming up in the summertime and will be helping me in the garden. But we're going to get to that because I want to talk to you about a gardening project coming up. See, I'm also the disabled able gardener. And I have a big one every year. And I grow a lot of food and I can it, you know. I've now reinvented myself. I'm a homesteader, a doomer chick, as Sam would say, environmental coffee house host. No, see, the problem is I really don't want to monetize the channel because I can only make so much money. You know, I am in the United States. It's like, this is not a job. This is a hobby. I can only do it as a certain time. And I also had a whole lot of problems with, I left my job because I was disabled. And I have a whole story. I'm telling you, everything is a fucking story. It all goes into collapse of our systems, really. The capitalist system sucks. The long-term disability, the insurance companies are a scam. And they are a scam. Bye, Cindy. They are a scam. How long have I been? All right, 41 minutes. And hi. Oh, is Mila here? Hi, Mila. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, maybe. I think the description of the U.S. is as inverted totalitarianism fits perfectly. Government is created and democracy becomes managed while leading the U.S. Well, all right. Yes. But I'm going to talk really quickly about the insurance industry because as a disabled person, I left my job thinking that I was going to be covered by the long-term disability. I'm not supposed to talk about it, but I do. And I did this channel, and that was what really, that's what they triggered, but it was awful because it really was a benefit I was supposed to have until I was 65. And it was horrible to go through that because they investigated me, they talked to my neighbors, and my neighbors said, well, they're disabled because my husband actually was, but he got a job. He had to. Even though we're not together now, I'm helping him. We're friends. We talk. I'm helping him right now with something. And because I have the skills that, he needs and he doesn't. So long story short, they couldn't prove I was disabled, but they kicked me off anyway. So I lost my income. Wow, I'm losing my voice. Because when you sign something with an insurance company, that's it. I had to fight them. That took, time and lawyers. Okay, so the long-term disability, it's different from Social Security disability. There's a whole slew of lawyers called that handle LTD, and the LTD is either what you pay for through your employment or your employment pays for. Okay, so that's why I retired early, because that's what I thought I had. I've had 3 back surgeries, a neck surgery. I have autoimmune. So I have problems. That's why I'm not consistent with doing shows. It's really hard. And I don't know how many of you have these, but a lot of you have similar problems to me. We need a total collapse so that we can start from scratch. Well, my body's on its way, but it won't be starting from scratch. I'm going to be in the backyard with Bella, my cat. Just bury me back there. Burn me up, bury me. I didn't even burn her up. She's laying there disintegrating. It'll be 6 weeks on Sunday that I lost my little kitty. That was pretty tragic. But anyway, all right. So So it's a scam, and there's a million lawyers. So so they kick you off, you get a lawyer. So whatever you get in a settlement is going to pay that lawyer. And it was so long. And then the lawyer told me, if you don't take what they were going to give me, which was like this much of what I was supposed to live on till 65. And that's why I don't read Total Collapse. That's why my channel's so great, because you all can talk about it and love each other if you don't agree, and we could go for it. But anyway, then the lawyer gets involved. So they get a lot. They get a big, huge percentage of what the thing is. And that's it. I'm not going to talk about me particularly because it really sucks. So that's why I would never have done a Buy Me a Coffee. I would never have wanted to monetize this, because it's a hobby. But the Buy Me a Coffee, again, wait. All right, the Buy Me a Coffee is great because it does people are wonderful. The internet, and I use Restream, which fixed, Ecamm Live, Storyblocks, Epidemic Sound. I mean, the channel costs quite a bit now, but I'm able to do a lot more. And because of all the donations, I got the Mac Mini M1, which is worlds better. So as we talk about climate crisis and all, I'm still in technology. I'm a walking hypocrisy. And I admit it. That's it. I'm a walking hypocrisy. And I admit it because I like doing this. Take a breath, everybody. Good morning. We were just talking about you. We were just talking about you. Hi, Bongo, Dave. We were talking about unapologetic vegan because it changed a lot of us for the better. And Jean, wait, you had a comment about that. What to talk about? And I can't find. Oh, wait. Jean, you had a better wait. I have very few people that I can talk about the climate crisis with. Their eyes glaze over and they change the subject. Aw. And and my chat is wonderful. And today we have, above it all, Andrea's people have joined us, which is wonderful. She took the day off. I would never stream when Andrea's on because I watch her every morning. She's 26 years old, and oh my God, I love her. I learned so much from her. Yeah, we love you. Wow, this show went fast. It's 47 minutes, and I'm just blabbing away. Vegan is the way to go. I'm learning. Not 100%. I have leather things. I still have leather. Listen, I had so much goddamn black leather. chaps. Well, I don't even fit in it. I've been trying to sell half of it. The American people are deniers. Well, deniers in what sense? Scary. There's so many different things. Political, climate change. I mean, deniers or no, there's just, the world has given, and social media has given people so many options to look at that our brains, I don't think our brains were completely made for all the options that we have. I don't. I think our brains are taxed. Put it that way. I know mine can be. Our eyes are taxed. Shit. There's times I have to wear these. These aren't even prescription, right? I put them on just because of the monitors, just to, they're blue out. So my eyes have these big monitors, and were we made to look at this? Were we made to constantly be looking at all of these inputs? And that leads to even more depression, I think, during the holidays, because if you don't have the money for this consumerist craziness, which I'm not in anymore. I'm sorry I'm doing this, but I think my head shrunk. All right. So, yeah. Oh, great. Yes, we must ask questions. We must ask questions about everything. However, when we ask questions and they get into a realm of a little crazy, which people thought Sam was on Soft White Underbelly, they thought he was completely crazy. So many people for talking about the issue of the climate crisis and the ecological crisis because they don't see it. But you can't call people, I mean, I love to use the term clueless fucking moron sometimes, but really, I don't feel that way because I live in an area where a lot of people could be called clueless fucking morons, but they're not. And they just are, they've accepted a viewpoint, a lifestyle, a way because of where we are, where we live. And I just like to talk to them and understand why they would be a Trump supporter necessarily, or why they would be, listen, I don't know what people around here think, but judging by the comment sections I see, there's a lot of anti-Semitism. There is a lot of, hate. I understand hating billionaires or not liking what's going on in our systems, but you have to go deeper into who the people are before you just wipe out and say, okay, I hate this one, I hate that one. We live in a society right now that is so, we are in such a grip of that system, that even the people that rebel against it, hate it, are looking for the answers to why we're here in the wrong way, and blaming ethnic groups, and blaming Black Lives Matter, and blaming all of the human rights things, and not a social justice warrior or whatever you want to call it. I'm a person who, I look at a lot of things. So again, going back to the brain being compartmentalized, we see so much that we have to compartmentalize some of it, and also anonymity on that chat. The anonymity allows, not chat, on the comment sections, anonymity allows a lot of ugliness. And yes, wait a minute, Lisa, she said, yes, are you kidding? You should see the chats. They hate Jews. They hate, it's all George Soros. These fucking people. I'm sorry. I can't handle it. And if you guys are, into that in my chat, I'm sorry. This is not the place for you unless you want to discuss why you have that viewpoint. George Soros, the Jews, they own all of the banks. Oh my God, the industries. Everybody does. Everybody does. And it is, we must stop hate. How? Of course it's filling the world. And like I said, social media helps fuel it because of anonymity. And then people fucking knock over my mailbox because I wanted a congressional candidate I really liked. And he was a Democrat. And I wrote postcards out for him. And I liked him because I know him and I talked to him and I thought he would be a lot better than the congressman we had had. But of course he lost because he was really nice. And the guy that won, Nick Langworthy, ugh, I'm going to watch for him. You know, we live in a farming area. You really have to understand, though, you know. Wait, who? Yeah, this is... I love you. That's my friend, and he's got the best channel on planet too, Preppers. By the way, Hoople's Cat, if you saw my video with the Apoca box, I got a new one, and I want to make that a thing. But what I want to do is make it a thing when he does it. So, Hoops, if you open your Apoca box and you do your video, then I'm going to do mine using yours. We'll do that show. Okay. So, okay. Anybody who's leaving? All right. So anyway, yeah, fear sells. A lot of fear. And then the thing about our channel is we don't want to sell fear. And especially Jennifer and my show, when we pick these articles, I know that sometimes it's a long slogging show. We pick a lot of articles, we read them, but we read them in full. We don't cherry pick. We're not trying to manipulate your mind. We're not trying to tell you to think a certain way. We're just trying to enlighten you. And that's why I bring on the people I bring on. And I don't look for necessarily the big stars. You know, I look for people that have a heart and that understand a certain subject. Like Paul Mobley, who's going to be on with me. You know, I think he has a heart if he's still with us. I think I could tell he has a heart. And he's going to come on and talk about the nuclear issue from more of where I feel. So, all right, sweetheart. He's up there in Canada. You probably what? Do you have snow up to your knees yet? We're not going to get a ton of snow. I don't think. I'm below the snow belt. But anyway, yes, Paul's here. Okay, so Paul does have a channel. If you want to familiarize yourself with Paul, he has a little channel too. You know, down here in these, the best channels are these small, obscure little channels. But I look at big ones too. I just don't look at the first time I looked at Soft White Underbelly was when Sam told me about it because Paul is going to talk about nuclear power soon. Anyway, I don't know where I was. See, I'm scattered. I'm an hour blabbing and you guys are all with me. Look at this. We got 49 people. Isn't that amazing? I kind of like the morning. It's really cool. Oh, yeah. And I love having the interaction. I would have put the link up, but I don't have it set up to have another person this morning. Hi, CJ, my New York City buddy. She's with us. Look at this. Isn't this cool? Good morning, Jeffrey. You know, I love this. Jeffrey and I went to the same high school. And it's just such a small world. Such a small world. Now he lives, well, it's still in Oregon, right? It's in Oregon, or did you move? Well, anyway, he's doing a million things. He's an artist, wonderful person. Hi, Jeffrey. Hi. Oh, it's 4 p.m. there in the UK, back from the community garden. This is great. Maybe I should do a morning show after Andrea does her show. That would be awesome. Maybe I should think about this. You know why? The morning. I was like, okay, got to get ready. It was so, I did it really quick. I didn't dwell. I didn't think of anything. Although, I do have the article. Let me put up this. I did get, oops, that's not what I want. Sorry. Wait a second. Let me fix this. So I'm not that prepared. And I don't like to be unprepared when, here it is. All right, let's look at this one. We can. So this one, I pulled it up for today, just in case anybody was feeling sad. And it was perfect because I was talking about, you know, negativity, like people saying that Sam Mitchell on the show, on the interview he did, was horribly negative. And listen, I interviewed him once. It's 5 years old. It's one of my, first interviews. It was a horrible sound. Maybe I should fix it because I used a computer screen. It was just awful, right? But he's talking about the same things, only back then he was a little more militant with his verbal cues, what he uses, than he was on that show, although he wore that shirt. So I brought this up because a lot of people thought he was a very negative person, which actually he's not in life. When you're looking at somebody's persona on a live stream, excuse me. Wow. My voice is like really messed up. I quit smoking my bong 2 weeks ago. Anyway, you're seeing something that is just for an hour. You're seeing a persona. So many people watch so many different shows, but the shows that cherry pick, like I was saying before about Jennifer and I, how we show you the whole article and we slog through it because we don't want to manipulate you. We just want to educate you. And there's that on the web, but there's a lot of people that cherry pick everything and have an agenda. And very often money is the agenda. And that's another thing. I don't want to ever be like that. Don't want my thing, I had that in life. I'm living the way I am now because I've accepted that. Well, basically, I fucked everything up I ever had. But how many of you have fucked up everything you've ever had? Let's give it. I think that's it. Here's the toilet flush of the day. Let's flush away the negativity and all that. All right. Bye-bye. So, should we look at this? Many people struggle with stress and depression around the holidays. If you're one of them, you know how an interaction with an Ebenezer Scrooge type can make the feelings of negativity and sadness grow. So I thought it was kind of cute. Let's not do that. Do we want to read this? Because it was kind of cute. I can end the show moving over. I touched on so many subjects. I touched on a lot of subjects. I touched on capitalism in a way because I touched on the insurance industry. I touched on my past. I touched on the memories that come up. I touched on a little bit of depression. We've gone over how people are. Yes, Hambone is a performance artist, and that's what he says he is. But he goes, I call him Sam these days. Anyway, yes, that's what he says he is, and I am not so much a performance artist, really, actually, here. I'm a commentator. I'm here for you, and I'm a commentator and a teacher, an educator. I was a trainer. I love it. But here we go. So we're going to end with this one. And I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't read the end of it because I had to go live and I pulled it up really quick. So here we go. So feeling as if everyone's lives are better than yours is just one way the holidays can get you down. And I've just spent, 52 minutes talking about how my life crashed. Oh, well. Somebody's decorations or buffet spread will always look better than yours, which I won't even have one of those. I don't know if any of you were going to have any of that. Plus, the business and expectations of the season can be stressful, financially straining, and all of the memories associated with festivities, song, food. It really might trigger, it could trigger events, feelings of grief, which is what I've been dealing with exactly with all the pictures of my Lisa coming up, Not only is it important to be mindful, respectful, and patient with friends and family who may be experiencing pain and grief this holiday season, but we should do so for ourselves, says Dr. Lisa Hardesty, a Mayo Clinic system licensed clinical health psychologist. I guess I could have done that if I had wanted to, but I went somewhere else. I do like the field. It's important this year to reflect on what we have endured, what we have learned, and what we're grateful for. And we should share those thoughts and feelings with our loved ones. See, I like that. What we've learned, what we're grateful for. God, I could say the negative of everything, but I'm just grateful I have a home. I have people that bring me firewood. I have 6 cats that love me and don't yell at me. I've got a beautiful daughter who moved back to Buffalo. What do you have to be thankful for out there? Warren and Jean and Patty and Paul and Lisa and Scott and everybody. What? Because that's what we're going to talk about is the gratitude. So that quote from a Mayo Clinic News Network article on grief and holidays, it stuck with me. Exactly what I was feeling. So did one of Hardesty's recommendations for what to do if grief makes attending holiday gatherings or participating in any type of holiday activity or task too difficult to bear. She said it's okay to have a B plan. It's perfectly acceptable for someone to plan to attend a holiday gathering, party, for example, and then decide a gathering would be too overwhelming. Whether that be due to fear of the virus, grief over a lost loved one, or any other mental health reason. A plan B example could be for the two of you to have a one-on-one brunch the next morning instead. Plan Bs can be partially helpful if you know that a person who is always negative or who tends to bring out the negativity and sadness in you will be attending the event. Which is why I'm not married. I'm sorry, Doug. You know, it's really hard at this age to have split up. People say I threw somebody away, but you know, you've all been through this, I'm sure. Who hasn't been through what I talk about? And again, it shouldn't be about me. It's about Mila and Bila and T-Bone and Kinky and Scott and Gary and Johnny and Patty and Paul and all of you, Bongo Dave and Midas and Ken and Lisa. You know, it's about you guys for me. Being around negative people can worsen your anxiety and their gloomy attitudes can rub off on you. Did she write this for us? The psychology world calls this phenomenon emotional contagion theory. Hang on. Okay, I had a really heavy head cold, by the way. I kicked it in less than 48 hours. It's still here a little. Okay, it means that if you're around a Grinch, you're likely to start thinking, feeling, and acting like one too. And it seems from that perspective as if misery really does love company. Dr. Elaine Hatfield described the emotional contagion in an article published in the journal. What journal is this? She published it in Psychological Journal, Current Directions in Psychological Science back in 1993. Wow. I was in college in 1993. I was in college in my 30s. I went to college actually every decade and got a college degree. Actually, paid my student loans off at age 50. Took me a long time. A quick online search results in a bunch of more recent research on the subject as topics continues to be relevant today. 1993, wow. Think social media, persuasive advertising, and even political campaigns. So if being exposed to negativity has the potential to make your emotional situation worse, do yourself a huge favor and stay away from it. Feelings of sadness, stress, anxiety, and depression, they're nothing to mess with. If you're struggling with any of these mental health issues and notice that they're getting worse during the holiday season, follow the tips below from Mayo Clinic on how to handle holiday stress. It might help. All right. Don't take on more than you can handle. Huge problem for me. I take on more than I can handle. Is Lisa leaving? Bye, Lisa. Okay, don't take on more than you can handle. Let's see. It's okay to say no. Take a break. Allow yourself time to rest and unwind. Take a walk, a nap, an activity that helps you relax. Practice gratitude and mindfulness. That's one of the things I always have to do. I mean, I am, and I hope you guys feel the same way. There's so much negativity that I'm just grateful, that I'm fucking alive. You know how many times I could have not been, and I'm grateful because of that, because I have my beautiful daughter to think about and my 6 cats. Practice gratitude and mindfulness. Very important. And eat healthy foods. Oh my gosh. Is that so important too? Because there were years I ate like shit, or I worked out, didn't eat enough, or I ate way too much and gained way too much weight. I mean, I'm like, I'm the American that has done the yo-yo fucking thing more than I care to tell you. So get moving and maintain your regular exercise. Very hard to move. I mean, very not hard to move sometimes, actually, but it's very important to move. And so if negative thoughts are overwhelming and making you feel hopeless or helpless, as if you might break or hurt yourself, get help. And there is the National Suicide Prevention Line. Now, down here in the doomosphere, it also can be very easy. Very easy. I need to do something here. Did I lose you guys? It can be very easy to, I did lose you guys, I think. Oh no, I didn't. Very easy to get depressed and feel awful. We are reading and understanding the scariest stuff in the climate crisis arena. And again, it's not just the climate. I believe there are chemical, biological changes that are impacting humanity due to climate change and all the chemicals introduced in the environment. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's, what half of what we talk about is. I'm going to put my little happy holiday thing up there. I'll cover the name of the microphone and not advertise for them. All right, so let's see what you guys are saying. Vegematic, love him. If you don't know, it's Vegematic channel, but he's another one. There's so many excellent small YouTube channels. Of course, I'm one of them. I mean, I'm right here. 40 something pounds during the pandemic. Who knows? I don't like to weigh myself. It's horrible. But that was also misery. Food was company. I don't drink much, hardly at all. So, and you guys don't like when me and Jennifer had the glass of wine online anyway. They impact mankind's emotions, memories, and the choices we make. Yeah. And so maybe the channel sometimes is a haven. I hope. Hi, Vegematic. Yeah, Tom. I know Tom shares with me. Back problems. Sometimes I suffer so much and I just burn. But I'm here. And if I didn't do the channel, or if I listen, this last month, I was totally ready to just say, I'm not doing it. I'm getting old. Nobody cares. Who cares about an old broad? All this shit went through my mind. I thought it hurts too much to sit. There's days I mean, when I work in here, I got to wear a neck brace and a back brace. I had the whole gamut of negative thoughts. Quitting. How many of you get where you get to this point where sometimes you say, I just don't want to do this anymore. I just don't want to do that anymore. But it's not in your best interest. And I'm thinking, well, I need to start and push myself. I need to push myself to get more guests, to make it interesting, to keep that educational thing going, because it's for the mental health. And that's why Jennifer and I are together. It's really good for our mental health. I fucking love Jennifer. And she came this summer, Oh, we're just getting to know each other. This is great. Hi, Donald. I think it has a lot to do with everyday stress, the pressures of capitalism, and the weight on the shoulders. Yeah, that's why I wear a neck brace. My head's too big from social media. It's going to explode. I've got an exploding head, although I have a graphic for it. The only graphic I have is, what's this one? I have the deer in my backyard yesterday, and believe it or not, there are tons of deer in my daughter's place. She lives in the city of Buffalo, and the city has all the deer are in the city because they live in this little tract of land behind near her. It's unreal. And they're beautiful and big because they don't hunt them. So those deer that I just showed you are just from yesterday. And they made it through hunting season. Yeah. You had turkeys? Yeah, I got turkeys too that come yesterday. Yesterday was like unreal. There were the coyote was I think it was a coyote, not a fox. Pretty sure it was a coyote. The deer came in last night. Every night I go out on my deck and I just hear them barking. Arr, 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 arr. I mean, I just hear them barking every night. And I just love when they do that. Paul says, we must make the choice to disconnect and rest the mind from all of this. Enjoy the little things every day. Those cats I have and your pets, what do your pets do for you? What my pets do for me is it's unlimited love. I mean, I am a damaged person, and that's probably what I would talk about on. I was a damaged person. I am a damaged person. How many aren't in our society? The cats give you unconditional love. I think about this all the time. Am I the crazy cat lady? Because of what my neighbor had told me, that people think that they call me the crazy cat lady, even though I'm far from crazy. Unless, well, it depends on who you talk to, right? But your pets, what do they do for you? You know, pets are really, really, really awesome. Who? Subscriber number 330? Oh, to what? Well, subscribe to me. You don't necessarily have to buy me a coffee because it's holiday season. I'm taking that down. I just thank the people that do. Hello. Okay, yes. The animals moved to town, the only place to get away from glyphosate saturation. I live in a farming area, and my friend Debbie also studies soil health and farming. She goes to all of these meetings. I'm going to interview Debbie, my local neighbor who brings me firewood. She knows so much. We're going to do a show together, but I think we're going to do it in person. And I'm going to try to figure out how to I have 2 mics. I'm going to try to figure out how to get her in this little studio and sit with me live. My support. Oh my God. Well, I did a couple of shows for my greenhouse, and I had my squash that I grew, my emotional support squash, in the greenhouse with me. Oh yeah, we have to talk about that. Thank you for bringing that up. Unfortunately, I spray painted it green, and then it kind of like squished in. So I lost my emotional support squash, but he keeps telling me this. But I have the 6 cats who are completely emotionally supportive. There's so much love there. I mean, yeah. Okay, you have all those animals. You missed the place. So that missing, you got to deal with that feeling, Kay. It's not an easy feeling. A lot of us are on Facebook together. And you can use Facebook in a positive way. I used to put all this political shit up because I was angry. And I decided, you know what? This fucking anger is getting me nowhere. What is it doing? And then people turn off. So Facebook is completely now about stupid shit like family and putting up pictures of my cats. And I really have funny pictures. Like I got the cat with the big lips, who looks like this. Doesn't even have to be a comic. I don't even know. Let me see if I could find that. Maybe I could find it on Facebook. I think it would be funny. I could show you my Facebook. What the hell? I'm sitting here and all of you are with me. If I can find it, I'm going to do it. Get that picture up. So anyway, we have our emotional support things. Right? All right. Here, wait. Let me see if I can get this up and show you. Let me turn all that off. See, now I'm not prepared for any. Look, there is. All right, he's got that, right? He's a funny looking cat. So, I mean, you gotta laugh. Look at him. You have to laugh at shit. If you do, see, he's got the little teeth. So that's my Facebook page. So Facebook now is completely just for goofy, family, little stupid shit, that makes you feel good. And sometimes bad. And wait, there's me and Lisa. There's the pictures of, this was Lisa and me. I mean, she was my best friend. It's really fucking hard. All these goddamn pictures. And there's Sandra, who I'm going to go visit. We're going to try to have a party together. We all are different. And I'll tell you, politics almost broke us all up. It did. It almost broke us up. This was me the other day. I was really sick and with this head cold. Nope.
Dr. Burns?
Oh boy, I can't talk to them. I was really sick with a head cold, and it ended up only lasting. It really didn't last that long. It was really quick. Okay, here's one. So this is how stupid it is, right? There's my cats, and I put this up just to say I can't even make my bed because the 3 black ones are laying all over it. You can't move them. No, I can't talk. Oh, boy. I'll call you back. Oh, I answered the phone by accident. And she's going, Sandra? That's hilarious. Oh, my God. So the cats, you can't make the bed around cats. You really can't. You can't even keep them from scratching anything. Like the old lady, I put a piece of plastic on the furniture. It's cheap-ass furniture anyway, and it scratched just from there. Let's see. I don't know. What else do I have up there? I mean, it's dumb shit now. But I have a lot of people that follow the channel are on. Oh, here's one. This is political, but it's not really. For so many years, I was so against selling animals in pet stores, puppy mills, breeding, everything that abuses animals. We are now so close to stopping the horrible practices in New York. I firmly believe the designer pet industry is kind of gross, and it's time to stop. If you want a pet, adopt it. In my case, they all showed up. So I said, okay. And then there's the one I put up about what I do. I wonder if we could hear. I don't know if we could hear it. Probably not. I don't know. But because let me see if I can do this. I don't know if the sound is activated. And I bring this in the house, which is hard to do. Scream at any cats that might be. All right, guys. Here's a test. Can you hear this? 1 piece at a time from that. All right, let's see if you can hear this. We'll go back. All right. Let's go all the way back. This is a test. If you can hear this and see it, that's cool. So before I bring more, tell me if you can hear this.
1 piece at a time.
All right.
I'm going to show you. It is raining ice. It is slushy and yucky. And I've got my backup little thing.
All that's filled up now.
And I bring this in the house and scream at any cats that might be trying to get in. And 1 piece at a time from that. And voila.
Have to do it that way.
We are in the house. There you go.
Okay, so it's shit like that. Your life, that's what Facebook is about. So if you keep it to your life, it's all right. It really is. And people have shared pictures too with lots of things. And so I'm going to keep Facebook. I'm really sick of Twitter. Twitter is like, it's just if you stay in your lane in Twitter, like I was looking up holiday depression, but if you stay in your lane, you can stay away from some of the awful shit. But it's hard. So Facebook is now only going to be for goofy shit. I was putting up pictures that were popping up of me, workout me, in the office me. I was like, oh my God, I'll put them up because I was looking at me and I just Christ, it's hard to age. It's really hard to get old. It sucks. But so the different iterations of who we are what makes us who we are? What really makes us who we are? Our love for people. A lot of things make us who we are. So I went over Facebook. I guess it was all about me. I don't want every show to be all about me. And I've been an hour and 22 minutes. So we talked about pets, and I want to look for, let's see. Wait a minute. Your house plants. Yes. Okay. There's something I need to talk about before we leave. There is a woman who is really wonderful. And I think I have the picture. I hope I have the picture. Here it is. All right. We're going to talk about this. And I want to make it smaller. All right. So here in my dining room, my helper, Rich, and brought up my shelf from downstairs in the basement. And Kate, I can make it a little bit bigger and show you, sent me these. They're all different kinds of growing because everybody knows that I am crazy with growing now, and I friggin' love it. So I have a mini garden with an LED grow light. I have the, this is hydroponics. There's an intelligent planter. And what's the other one? The other one is a smart garden. She sent me these. This beautiful person, Katie, she was a guest on my birthday show. She sent me all of those. And so I started to make a video, and I'm starting to get footage of these. So what I need from you guys is to, when this video is over, I'll keep it up. Bye, Scott. Thank you for coming, because I'm going to go off soon too, but I want you guys to put in the comment section, what do you think I should grow inside? And I'm not going to start until February, because then I can move stuff out to my greenhouse, and then it goes out to the garden, depending on how big it gets. I was thinking microgreens to start, in one of them at least, so I could start eating vegetables when I come home from my mother. So that's what I want you to do. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But there's some, long-term things. I grew the best indica on the planet this year, but, it's legal now. It's really great. And it is like I'm making rub, salves and things. I have a lot of things that I want to do. Oh,
Dr. Burns.
why are they calling me? Hang on. I can't talk. They're going to call me a million times. Now, tomorrow I'm supposed to go to Buffalo. And tomorrow the weather says, and I'm just going to read it. What does it say tomorrow? Tomorrow is going to be 26 degrees to 37 degrees with 70% chance of rain, which means I can drive up there tomorrow. I have 2 doctor's appointments and get my truck inspected. And I have, believe it or not, I have to get to the dump. No garbage pickup here. And I do have some things, so I'm going to try to do that. Speaking of indica, how many people use cannabis medically? It's cool. I go to the clinic, though. I buy their stuff, and I tried to grow it myself, to use it. But I really do follow the rules. I do. I follow the rules because I like to. All right. So broccoli sprouts are super healthy. Okay. And so you're going to do that. You understand that, right? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Rain. Look up Buffalo, New York. Rain during the day, turning to snow later, than super dangerous slippery roads. Tomorrow? I'm not going up there and staying there. I'm supposed to go for Christmas. I don't know where people are going. Christmas Eve, to be with my daughter, to my ex-husband, my first one. I was married for 20 years. I mean, I was kind of successful there, but anyway, and then spend Christmas with them. But I don't want to, if it's really bad out, I really don't want to go. I don't want to drive up there, because Saturday, what's Christmas Eve, guys? I don't even know what the fuck. Here it's going to be on Saturday, -1 Fahrenheit to 9. I don't know if I want to leave here, quite frankly. It's really hard to, Yeah, I do. I like the clinic. It's just expensive. I love their rubs and products. It's really expensive. Yes, wait, Christmas Eve is Friday. Oh, what? No, it isn't. Wait a minute. Get out of here. What's today? How could Christmas Eve be Friday? All right, Christmas Eve is not Friday. Christmas Eve is Saturday. So somebody look up weather in, well, the South Towns, really. Yep. Oh, hi, Kate. Well, I'm sorry. This is just a long, drawn-out show because everybody's with me and my back doesn't hurt yet and my neck doesn't hurt yet. So as long as I don't hurt, we're going to go over really quickly. Everybody in the comment section is going to put their ideas for my 4 planters that Katie bought me. And, oh, yeah. Silly. Yeah. But I wish I showed you. It's the rubs on my neck that I use from the clinic. Oh my God. I love them. The rubs and the edibles because I quit smoking. Alfalfa sprouts. All right. How many of you want me to stay live? I'm an hour and a half already. It's going really fast. How many of you want me to stay live? I might clip that article as a emotional support article. Yeah, Christmas. So, yeah, I have to make a decision whether I want to go. Well, I have to go tomorrow. And then I have to come all the way back. And then I have to drive then all the way back there. And I can bring a bug out bag. I always have a bug out bag. I'm a prepared person. Oh, YouTube didn't let you know. Well, I only set it up this morning, sweetie. Oh, go until you wanna. We'll see. If I stay home and do nothing on Christmas Day, I might even go live. How far is Oops. How far is that from me? An hour and a half. So I have to go tomorrow, 80 miles up and 80 miles back. It's not easy. I go once a month. I have to go. So I try to shove in all of the appointments I can make. And I have a feeling somebody's trying to ditch me on one. But that's all right. But I have to get the truck inspected because I always forget and then I drive around illegally. So, Gary, you're missing your daily meditation. All right. Should we meditate for Gary? Should we do a... It always feels better to do that. Hey, Norm. Yeah, I definitely like doing this. I should go back to 1 day a week. Just 1 day a week. And it's a nice surprise. It's just me and the owners in this huge college boarding house. Oh, wow. Well, we'll see what happens on I'll go day by day. The winter storm warning. It's in Decatur, Illinois. Oh, yeah. Illinois is going to be pretty hairy. I follow Ryan Hall, y'all. I follow other, weather people. I'm a weather geek, a climate geek. And what are you guys? Let's see. What do you guys follow? Meditation is something else I do for others' health. I'm way nicer. You know what? Honest and beautiful. Okay, wait. I need to do my emotional support lip gloss because part of my actual autoimmune is it destroyed my salivary glands. And when you guys look at me, and I've talked about this before, but there's a lot of new people, Sjogren's disease I have. And see these? The salivary glands are always swollen. They never go down. They never go down. They have ruined my neck for years. I mean, I had a nice neck. They ruined my neck. So I get very hung up on live streams and these goddamn glands. Jesus Christ, getting old sucks. And these glands are always swollen. And so I just go like this. But that's another part of the autoimmune. Who the fuck knows what toxins, maybe I was in a sick office for 20 years. Have morning shows once a week. Right. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because I used to do the morning coffee clutch, but I can't do it when Andrea on Above It All is on because I watch her every morning. So I'm not going to do it then. It would have to be like 11:30. I don't know, Eastern. But Your viewing is 50% doomer porn and 50% 1,000 horsepower burns. That's really good. Let's get some music on. Should we do like the country music for where I live? All right. So anyway, guys, we've been an hour. An hour and a half. I've got 51 likes, which is nice. Thank you very much. Kate, I like the idea again of one morning show. It's kind of easier than waiting for the nighttime. Yeah, it's cold there. She's right now. Oh, you're at Mount Tam? That's cool. I loved Mount Tamalpais when I was a kid. I grew up in Marin County. I started in New York. I'm really from New York, from Westchester County, but yeah. I'm great in the morning. All right. Well, maybe we'll start planning a morning show. You can only catch Andrea on the weekends. You got a job? A new job? All right. And who says doomers don't do? Oh, no. Steven is my administrator pretty much on the, I'll put the Discord link in. I am trying to maybe move more conversation to the Discord because it's kind of cool. Kim hates it. I do like it, so I'm considering doing that. Johnny Too Late, we love you. Andrea's channel's called Above It All. She's definitely different, 26 years old, and I learned from her. Everybody's not for everybody, but I find that she's pretty interesting. Yeah. If you want to go. And everybody, you're at the trailhead. Okay, well, have a great day. I am going to say goodbye then. And Jimmy, you're at NIU. Oh, you're going to get that Chicago freeze. This has been a great show, Honey Bunny and everything. Let's think about what day. I'll think about what day I'm going to do a morning show then. Like I used to do the coffee clatch. And people came. I don't think I've ever done this kind of marathon 1 hour and a half alone. I don't know. Jimmy says, my brothers in this town are all doomers. A vet, 2 guys who run a charity, and we endlessly donate time and work for the homeless and the kittens. I love you. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. See, this show has just brought in the most beautiful people. And what is doomers? I hate the label. Doomer adjacent. Doomers are awesome. You already know the direction it's going. And we still have to love. I'll put it in the link. That's the name of the show, Above It All. I'll put it in the links. Yep, you got a tribe, all right. Yep. Aw, you're here to chat. I'm probably going to lose my voice. All are in my prayers. You're beautiful, John. John, where are you from? Thank you. I love you guys. I do. Okay, remember, put what you in the comments. Think about what I can grow inside. Help me out. Give me some advice. Okay? And here, I'll put it up again. What do I have to put up? All my fun stuff? Look, I like when it flies in. Wait. I'm such a little kid with this shit. And I'm still not perfect at all of it. I can't wait to see you. Yes, you're going to see me down in Florida. Warren's going to be living here in the summers. So I'm not going to be alone. Warren and Sean, I'm not going to be alone. Life is going a good way for me. I've made a family from this. I've met many of you. Sam has his place near Ithaca, which is Bugs in a Jar Farm. I have my place, and between the two of us, because it's a couple of hour difference, we are bringing people into this area, and it's just a beautiful thing. Just a beautiful thing. There it is. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You may not agree with everything she talks about, but you know what? I love her. At 26 years old, she's just something else. Something else. All right. I love you guys. Yes, it's a community. And I told her on the show I was going to do the show this morning because she wasn't. And she's completely different than me. But she does do a cooking show, and I think she's a vegan maybe vegetarian, vegan, but she does a cooking show and she'll show us all kinds of great stuff. Yeah, she's a firecracker, you know. I mean, there's a lot of things that sometimes I go, oh, I don't, but it's okay. Everybody does that with everybody's channel, but I love her. Anyway, yeah, okay, we'll do the microgreens. That's going to be good. And I have a million seeds. Trust me, I'm a prepper. I've got it all. I've got seeds. I've got everything. Life straw, water filters, food. I can everything. I have, that's the book I've opened, is sort of a prepper. I don't have to leave my house. If I was stuck here, oh my God, I probably wouldn't have to leave for a couple of months if I didn't have to go to Buffalo once a month. I don't use gas. I don't use a lot, really, you know. Oh, yes, we are all family here. I use electricity. Probably suck the most in that. And I'm on the grid because I can't afford solar and I don't need to because we're carbon free here. All right. Thank you. I'm going to say goodbye. I really don't want to because I'm having so much fun. Goodbye. All right. I love you guys and see you on, oh, wait, emergency. No, of course it's not a political. It's not. It's not political. It's practical. It's practical. What I showed here is, whoops, what I showed in that picture, and now I have to shut it because I just opened it, the wrong place. What I showed there with the vegetables, everybody can do it. Everybody can do it. Everybody, everywhere. Now, I want to say one thing, Pakistan. I watched a piece on Pakistan, and I'm going to watch closely how the people, 33 million people in Pakistan, were affected by the floods. And I'm watching closely because I'm going to chronicle some of their recovery, if they make a recovery. A third of their country got flooded. So we're just going to check on that. I wanted to tell you about Pakistan because I'm really interested in how the people make it. And I saw it was one of their biggies. I forgot what his I just saw the interview. It popped up on my my YouTube, and I saw the interview, and they're a people of very strong people. And they live with very little. They lived with very little to begin with. So I want to watch them because they are going to be an inspiration for the world to see how they recover. All right. Yeah. Well, everybody can do it. That's great. A wall of food, a used wall of shelves, and some lights. Yes, they share with their neighbors. So we will be watching. So I just wanted to tell you that at this season, let's think about all those people that were affected by all of these tragedies. The climate crisis is real. It's happening. It's affecting people all over the world, and I'm very much interested in the human condition. So we will be following that as well. All right. So I'm going to say goodbye, and that I really love you all, and see you Friday night with Jennifer. Okay?